Hey guys, welcome to this week's Did You Know Real Talk with Nina and Christine. So this week we're talking septic systems and cesspools. If you're buying or selling in New Jersey, this is something you really need to understand. And a lot of people hear those terms and assume that they're the same thing, but they're not.
Right. And I didn't know either, but knowing the differences can save you from a major headache. One system is still commonly used today, while the other can create serious issues during a sale. So we're going to break it down for you.
Exactly. So let's start simple. What exactly is a cesspool? Because a lot of buyers hear that word and immediately get nervous.
Well, a cesspool is basically an older underground pit that collects wastewater. It doesn't treat it properly like a modern system does, but instead it allows the sewage to seep into the surrounding soil.
And that's where the concern comes in, because now we're talking about possible environmental and groundwater risks.
Exactly, and that's why so many areas are moving away from them. A septic system, though, is the modern version. It uses a tank and a drain field because this treats the wastewater before it filters through the soil. It's so much safer and a much more acceptable setup.
Exactly. Now, here's a big issue in 2026 in New Jersey. If a cesspool is discovered during a real estate transaction, it can become a major problem.
And in many cases, it might need to be replaced with a more modern septic system. So lenders, they don't often want to finance a property with an outdated cesspool, and this turns your negotiation um, really into like a point of delaying the closing.
And when we say replace it, we're not talking about small repair bill. This can be a serious expense.
Absolutely. So depending on the property, your replacement can range from maybe 15 to 35,000 or more. We take into account factors like soil conditions, lot size, and location. These all play a role. So it's not something that you want to discover last minute.
That's why inspections matter so much. And a lot of people don't realize a regular home inspection is not the same as a septic inspection.
Correct. Septic inspection. This is done by a qualified specialist where they evaluate the system. They look at the components, inspect them, and determine whether it's functioning properly. And this extra step, it can protect on both sides, right? Buyers and sellers.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about something that surprises people all the time, the bedroom rule. Because septic systems are not sized by how many people live there.
Okay, crazy. They're sized by bedroom count. So if you have a system, right, that's approved for 3 bedrooms, but now your home is being marketed as 4, that can create an issue in compliance. So sometimes that means an upgrade is needed.
And if the home is waterfront or near lagoons, bays, or wetlands, the rules can get even stricter. That's especially important here in the coastal areas.
Right, exactly. So some of these homes, they may need advanced treatment systems instead of a standard septic setup. Guys, these tongue twisters get me every week. But these systems are good, right? They use pumps, alarms, and added treatment components. But they usually cost more to install and maintain, but worth it.
Exactly. And don't worry, Christine, I get tongue-tied all the time. So. All right, guys. So how would someone know if they're looking at, one of those advanced systems? Is there anything visible, during a showing, Christine, that someone can look out for?
So sometimes, yes, right? You might notice multiple lids in the yard, an outdoor control box, or alarm lights, right? Things you have no idea what they're attached to. Some systems do make a faint humming sound from the aerator, so you could hear it, but these are all good clues for you to ask, just to ask more questions like, what is this? What's going on?
Exactly. Bottom line, if you're buying or selling a home with a septic system or a cesspool, don't guess. Get the right information early.
And get the proper inspections done, understand the cost, know your options before you're under pressure. So, guys, that is it for this week. We're going to pop our info on the screen. If you have any questions about buying or selling, feel free reach out at any time. Call or just DM, reach out. So again, this is Nina Christine signing out. Stay tuned for next week's Real Talk. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you have a wonderful day, and please don't forget to like, share, and follow.
Bye.
Bye.